Thank you, Elffred, for that very passionate and emotional speech. I'll start off by summarizing his speech. He started his whole speech with a video, a clip from a Harry Potter movie displaying the death of Harry's father. And after that, he highlighted excuses that most of us, the people he surveyed, gave for not spending time with our parents. And that reason is we are too busy with our work. He argues that this is not a good excuse, and he played on our morality to prove his point. His main points included how we grow up in a society full of filial piety, how we should show appreciation to our parents, and how we will regret it if we don't. He talked about his experience with his grandfather's passing when he was in BMT, and I felt that really sort of solidified the mood that his speech was giving. And towards the end of his speech, his call for action was to basically spend more time with our parents. And he emphasized this phrase a couple of times, just 5 minutes. He said, just 5 minutes, go for dinner with your parents. Just 5 minutes, call your parents. And I like how he emphasized just 5 minutes because truly it's more about quality instead of quantity. Yes. And he just ended it all with a very impactful quote, love your parents. However, one of his last few lines, which I thought was the most impactful, was, we are so busy growing up that we forget our parents are growing old. I think this line at the end really punched me in my heart when I think that was his purpose of saying such a line at the end of such a heartfelt speech. So now I'm going to go to his bad points, and I'm going to highlight some of his bad points in terms of his content. I found that his point on showing appreciation and the filial piety very, very similar. I did not really see a distinction between the 2 points, and he talks about how we cannot repay them and how they have worked so hard to raise us, and I found that these points were very similar. There was no real distinction over there. But of course, there's a lot of good points, personally. Compared to last time, from his informative speech, he didn't use any visual aids the last time, and this time he used one visual aid, which is the video, and I found it really apt for his speech. I found that the video set the mood very well on the speech. It sort of sunk everyone into a very mellow, very emotional sort of speech, and his video aid also had direct relations to what he was talking about, that is the death of someone close to you. And I have a question for Elffred. Elffred, we live in a very fast-paced society where sometimes people truly do not have time. What can we do to get to rebond with our family if we truly don't have time?
Do you need a time?
Yeah.
3:05.
Thank you, Fadhil, for the critic. So, in response to his question, what I feel that if you are really busy, firstly, if you are busy, I believe that no matter how busy everybody is, there will still be that little bit of time for lunch, for a dinner, still be that little bit of time where you can call back home. So, but if you guys are maybe overseas or really, really busy that you cannot go home every day, there are still, technology is so advanced now. There are things like Skype. Even then you can just leave a message for our parents, say how's your day, how's dinner, do you have any time, when are you free, or these sort of things. Or just Skype face to face. And you guys can communicate through these sort of mediums that technology has provided us with. Yeah. And for the point about when Fadhil talk about filial piety and showing appreciation is about the same points. Yes, I agree. I just wanted to put it in another light to further reinforce this point across to the audience.